We good? Well, you know a man is full of shit is when he don't have a single crack that shows. Cause if it ain't chipped at least a little bit, where do you think all the bullshit goes? Just builds up and backs up and piles up till he begins to speak. Till he thinks that you think he's the one man in the world who isn't weak. Yeah, but you ain't that naive. Cause his wounds from all the times we didn't win. His wounds are how we let each other in. I paid my heart's fact to realize with my conveyor belt tongue. And I am neither innocent nor wise, and I got methane in my lungs. This letting of the blood has always left me kinda high, but honey, crawl inside these wounds and stop them up before I die. Cause these lacerations in our skin. Yeah, his wounds are how we let each other in. Yeah, you smile through your teeth, but you're just fighting back the pain. Don't it always seem to find its own way out? We're all hurting like the son of a bitch, there's no need to be ashamed. So let's see the scars that hide beneath your blouse. These wounds, babe, I see right through to your bones. Yeah, these wounds, no need to suffer them alone. Well, these wounds are stories written in our scars. And these wounds tell us who we really are. Baby, you know to bleed is not a sin. His wounds, yeah, these wounds are how we let each other in. Woo! It's good to be back on stage, and it's especially good to be here at the Weber Center for the Performing Arts here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I would be remiss if I didn't begin right away by thanking the folks here at the Weber for allowing this, for letting us be here and do this. This is for inviting us in to do this. This is really incredible. And after not having played music for so long and not having been able to gig in a while, to come back and to kind of be here is, this is really, really a cool welcome back into the game. So thank you. Thank you. That was a song called These Wounds. We were working on a record, and then the pandemic hit, and it stalled it out, but we're going to get it done, and we're going to get it out before too long, and that's one from one that we're hoping to get going. This one is on a previous record that was recorded in 2018 called Surviving the Echoes. This is a tune called Can't See a Thing. I told my lover you got nothing on me, but she just smiled and said in a year we'll see. And so I left her 'neath the apple tree, where she carved her name by mine. And then I grabbed my things and headed out west, where no trees can grow, just scrubs at best. But for some reason her locket's still on my chest, and I reach forever thine. Now who's to say what the winter will bring? I ain't so sure I'll even see the spring. Nothing echoes when I try to sing. Can see forever, but you can't see a thing. Out here the sun's the only thing that's high. It burns so hot each night it blackens the sky. That ain't the wind, that's just a prairie sigh, as it exhales the word she. Now chasing pleasures is a lonely game, and freedom, well, she kinda works the same. Someone were here, then I'd have someone to blame, but for now this one's on me. I'm scared to death of what the winter could bring, and odds are I won't even make the spring. An empty kingdom and a lonely king can see forever, but you can't see a thing. This land is void of sight and sound, but in my head the memories pound. Survive the echoes, but my ears still ring. In later years I went back to that tree, and she still bore the scars of her and me. But looking up above, no fruit could I see. It's a lonely little ghost. Well, he had moved into the branches there, and looking rough, he was all scarred and bare. He glanced at me but didn't seem to care. He stared out over the coast. So let me tell you what the winter brings. It freezes every river, hard and spring. It bleaches land and sky till they look the same. So cold and numb that you don't feel the pain. The wind flies through you like a runaway train. You close your eyes, but that's where memories hang. The fondest memories deal the sharpest pain. All other memories seem to stoke the shame. There's icy drifts across the prairies and plains, and though you're parched, you don't dare pray for rain. You walk for miles to find that nothing's changed. You can see forever, but you can't see a thing. That song, that last song, is called Can't See a Thing. It comes off a record of mine that I released in 2018 called Surviving the Echoes. My favorite visual artist on earth did the illustration for the cover. He drew my lyrics, and it was amazing. So please go find Matthew S. Bailey. He's a Milwaukee, Wisconsin artist. Find him and check out that piece. The name of the piece he did for it is called Listen With All Your Might. The record of mine that bears its beauty is called Surviving the Echoes. I'd like you to find that too. It would make me happy. This is a song called Roads from Surviving the Echoes. The road winds around this world like a snake squeezing her prey, and the circumnavigation gets a little harder every day. Sometimes you drive forever through the long dark of the night, or if we come so far north and now the sun's not gonna rise. Well, modern science tells us that there are dark forces beneath the earth. They shift the land and make the mountains rise. But I come here to show you that ain't